Welcome to the first ever grocery haul on the channel, and today it's going to be a very special grocery haul, not just because it's my first one, but because it's for a 1,000-calorie per day diet. So I'm gonna go over all the essentials, where I bought the stuff, what I bought, and stuff that I just have in my fridge in general, and we will start right now. First up, we have eggs. I'm not gonna use any whole eggs on this 1,000-calorie per day diet because there's just not enough calories for a 70-calorie egg in my diet. However, I like to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. It's a lot cheaper for me here in Chicago to do so, and it only takes minimal effort. So I will be using these to use for egg whites so I can get a solid source of protein. To go along with those egg whites, I have some deli meat here. I will be using this in a multi-purpose fashion. It will go on omelets, it will go on sandwiches, I can snack on it. It has enough protein in it to where I don't really care if I eat it by itself or with something. It adds flavor, especially the honey ham. 60 calories for 10 grams of protein, you can't beat it. And yes, it has high sodium, yes, it is processed, but at the end of the day, a calorie deficit is what I'm worried about. I sweat a lot, I work out every day, I drink a ton of water. Honey ham and other deli meats are essential and a game changer, in my opinion, in a calorie deficit type of diet. Another thing to go along with that, which is kind of like my first meal on my full day of eating that I'm going to do for my 1,000-calorie a day diet, is Velveeta. It goes great with pretty much anything. It's only 35 calories for a slice. Break open the packaging and you can add it to whatever you like. It melts perfectly on everything, and you know, one slice goes very far. To go along with that cheese, we also have fat-free cheese. Fat-free cheese is great because there's 45 calories for every 9 grams of protein. Typically, I like to use half part skim mozzarella with a half fat-free, but when you have 1,000 calories to eat, you're gonna go with the fat-free option and with the lowest calorie option possible. So fat-free cheese is what I will be using for most of this 2 weeks. By the way, I'm sure you're asking, why in the blue hell is someone that's 200 calories eating 1,000 calories per day? I have it structured into my diet plan. I will explain it all in my full day of eating if you want to check that out after this video, but trust me, there's a plan behind this and there's a reason why I'm doing it. Next up, we're going to go with protein powder. I'm going to use this very sparingly, but it's super easy to use the protein powder. I'd rather get my calories from Whole Foods, but this is one of those meals that I don't even have to think about. I don't even have to be at the house. I could have it in my shaker cup for after my workout, drink it. By the time I get home, I'm not hungry anymore, and that's a meal that's already done, and it keeps me out of the kitchen, because staying out of the kitchen, for me at least, is crucial, because that is when I'm prone to snacking, and when you have 1,000 calories, you can't really snack. Even if we're talking about some vegetables here, you can't just sit and snack on them if you actually want to hit that 1,000 calories and not go over. Speaking of whole foods, we have spinach. Spinach is going to be used in several different dishes. I like getting a lot of this stuff that can be used in many different dishes very easily. So I could easily saute some of this, put it in an omelet. I can add this to a sandwich. I can eat a salad on its own. This is gonna come in clutch. I mean, 20 calories, 2 grams of protein for a vegetable. That's unbelievable. I'm happy if in a protein bar, it has 20 calories for every 2 grams of protein. Highly useful, and I will probably be using this a lot more at the end of the diet because it is so voluminous. It will fill me up, and those last few days, I'm guessing, because this is more of an experiment too. I've never done only 1,000 calories for 2 weeks. So I'm guessing those last couple of days are going to suck and I'm gonna be super hungry. So this will help me there. Greek yogurt, non-fat. This is a classic in any of my ice creams or in any of a lot of my recipes where I do need some sort of yogurt or some sort of moisturizing ingredient for the recipe. 90 calories, 16 protein, 170 grams, can be doubled as sour cream in my opinion, and it tastes the same. So I will be using Greek yogurt throughout this diet as well. And then we also have mayonnaise. This is definitely more calorie dense. It doesn't have protein or anything in it, but it is a flavor enhancer. And I used to be able to get one that was only 15 calories per serving, which tasted just as good as a 35 calorie. But for some reason, no shout out to Hellmann's because they stopped making it. So I can't get it in stores. So the 35 calories will have to do, and a little bit goes a long way in terms of mayonnaise. 96.4, by the way, This is only for like 4 to 7 days. I'll probably get different meats the next time around, and let me know in the comment section if you want to see me do another grocery haul, because I will do another one if you guys want me to, because I will have to go back to the store and get some different stuff so I could have some different variety and restock on some of the stuff that I already have that I want to keep eating. So yeah, 96 4-ground beef, multi-versatile. You can use it in my smash burgers. You can use it in a ground beef mix for like tacos or for my crunch wrap recipe or anything like that. So I will be using ground beef when I need to. 140 calories, 24 protein. You know, you can't get much lower unless we're talking about chicken breast. So 96.4 is the way to go. Would usually use 93.7 because it's only 30 more calories, but again, every calorie counts on this diet. Kind of counterintuitive to what I've been preaching this whole video, but chicken thighs, I wanted to get a source of fat that I don't have to worry about like adding olive oil or anything. You can literally throw chicken thighs in an air fryer with salt on it, and it turns out great every time. You can't really overcook chicken thighs. It's very hard to, so I don't have to worry about it being dry. It's gonna be delicious. And it is only like 40 or 50 more calories per serving, and it'll just hit some of the flavors that I want while also hitting the protein that I need, while also getting some of the fat. So I'm gonna use chicken thighs. Chicken breast works great as well. I just like the simplicity of being able to cook this and not worry about it. More meat sources, good old tuna. I used to eat tuna all the time when I used to think it was a chicken, broccoli, and rice diet. I used to make tuna salad a lot. So we're gonna go back to that. I used to enjoy tuna salad a ton. I used to enjoy chicken a ton, but I got sick of it. But since it's been so long since I was eating tuna on a regular basis, I think this is gonna work well. I actually made one of these cans. I had two last night. It was absolutely delicious. And for 80 calories, 18 grams protein, you can't beat it. Super cheap, love it. To go along with that, usually I cook all my chicken, just like those chicken thighs, but oh shit. Simplicity, like I said, is clutch when you're eating 1,000 calories. I wanna be able to get in the kitchen and within 15, 20 minutes tops, be out of the kitchen, minimal dishes. I don't wanna be in the kitchen because I could so easily be making food. The chicken thighs finish, I can start eating them and snacking on them, and it only takes a couple bites for 100 calories. I didn't track it. I under track it, not on purpose, but a lot of people's minds, it's shown in the studies, under track, under report their calories. So I think it's important to have this chicken breast. You take the top off, you drain the water, you mix it with some like buffalo sauce, 0 calories. It is a perfect way to make a meal super quickly and in a pinch. So this will help me get in and out of the kitchen, which I know a lot of you like to save on time. So this red hot sauce, I might as well mention now, 0 calorie sauce, essentially, just has sodium, adds great flavor to anything, whether that be an omelet, whether that be chicken, or whether that be even a tuna salad. You can make a buffalo tuna salad, like so multi-versatile, and will make your bland chicken, even if you don't season it with any salt or anything, turn it from a 0 to a 10. So buffalo sauce, always a great thing. To go along with our sauces, these are just tomatoes in a can that I think have been like cooked to where they're soft now. However, these are fresh tomatoes. It'd be the same thing as biting into a regular tomato. This is great for making a sauce. So what I like to do with this is turn it into a marinara sauce. Super easy to make. All you do is you throw the tomatoes in there, you throw your seasonings in there, and I throw a little bit of olive oil, mix it all up with a hand blender, and it's done. It takes like 5 minutes, and you could use this for chicken parm. You could use this on pizzas. You can use this on pizza bread. You can use this literally to top anything on a sandwich to make it that much better. And there's minimal calories in tomato sauce that doesn't have any added oils and added calories from other stuff. So that's why I like to make my own marinara sauce. Now, onion, another vegetable, another low calorie, voluminous, add volume, fill up your stomach type of ingredient. I'm gonna use this in sautés. I'm gonna use this for probably omelets. I'm gonna use this in multiple different ways just to add some fiber, add some volume, and add flavor into my diet. To go along with that, you can use green pepper, yellow pepper, but I have orange and red peppers. Again, great for a sauté with onions, just a little bit of oil, a little goes a long way, and it adds a ton of flavor to whatever dish you're doing, whether you're doing like a chicken sauté, whether you're doing, I don't even know, fried rice, whether you want to add it to your ground beef taco mix. It could be used in so many ways, and it just adds volume and fiber to your diet for a minimal amount of calories. Another vegetable? No, I think Potatoes are a fruit. Maybe they're a vegetable. I don't know. Point being, 160 grams and 100 calories, one of the most satiating or filling foods when you look at it in the science and into the literature. So I love incorporating them. I won't have that many calories to utilize them, but I probably will have a baked potato here and there. It's just so easy. Again, ease is huge on these next 2 weeks. I wanna be able to throw it in the air fryer, which I can with these, with aluminum foil over it. 40, 50 minutes later, it's done, and then I can eat. Potatoes in general are a great thing to add to any shredding diet. Then we have strawberries, probably my favorite fruit, if not close to it. A lot of the times, especially when they're in season, 99 cents a pound, 3/4 of a pound or over 300 grams is 100 calories. So you get a lot of fiber, you get a lot of volume, you fill yourself up, you quench some of that sweet tooth that you have. Strawberries are my favorite. I already eat these as is on a bulking or maintenance phase or any type of diet. So I will definitely be utilizing them into my 1,000 calorie per day diet. Along with that, we have apples. Apples, also great, also have fiber, but compared to the 300 grams per 100 calories for strawberries, this one's only about 150 or like 170 grams for 100 calories. So I will utilize these, but not as much as I will the strawberries, but just to have a different source of food, to keep it fresh, to have the variety, I will be utilizing apples as well. Then we have bread. Now, you don't have to eat bread. I want to have some sort of carb sources. I have my fruits, I have some of my vegetables. 35 calorie bread is the way to go. Usually I'll have the 50 or 60 calorie regular white bread, but this is what was at Aldi. By the way, I went to Aldi and Walmart for almost all of these ingredients, so almost all of you, especially in the States, should be able to get all of this, like exact down to the branding, should be able to get all these ingredients. But 35 calories. Again, if I want to use it for like a tuna salad sandwich or whatever, I just bust it out, toast it in the pan, toast it in a toaster, or just use it straight out. Easy, good to go. What I do like to top, by the way, is not only with salt, but with these Kernel seasonings, which usually I'll have popcorn, but I'm kind of keeping popcorn off limits because I could eat it if I want to, but I only have the full bags. I don't want to buy the 100 calorie bags, and it's 250 calories per bag. I'm not going to portion out my popcorn. So instead of having popcorn with this seasoning, you could put this seasoning on the asparagus I'm going to go over. You could put it on a sandwich. It just adds a little extra flavor to anything, chicken, whatever. You know, there's nacho cheddar, white cheddar, garlic parm, cheesy jalapeno, ranch, chili lime. There's sweet ones that for like kettle corn. So these go a long way. I use them pretty often, usually on popcorn, but whenever I want to add a little something extra, Kernel Seasons is the way to go. Next up, we have celery. This will be mainly used for tuna salad, but if you're out there and you grab celery, super low calorie, it's like 95 or 98 something percent water. You can use this to have a snack to kind of fill you up in between meals, but I will be basically using this just for flavor for the tuna salad. And a low-key vegetable that people don't utilize enough is asparagus. I already used this last night. It's absolutely delicious, so easy to make. You cut off the end of the sticks, you put it on a tray or a pan, spray it with minimal olive oil, some salt, some garlic powder, and in 20 minutes in the oven, you have a beautiful, beautiful, tasty vegetable that's gonna fill you up. Only 20 calories for 100 grams and has 2 grams of protein. So again, for every 10 calories, you get a gram of protein, which for a vegetable, absolutely great. I highly recommend anyone on any type of diet to have asparagus. It's super good. If I had more calories, I'd be adding Parmesan on the top of it too. A little more meat that I forgot about. We got turkey pepperoni here. This could be used very sparingly. I probably will use it very sparingly. I probably will never use a full serving on something, but you know, 4 slices is about 15, 16 calories, and it just adds extra flavor to anything. So turkey pepperoni is an easy add to an omelet, sandwich, whatever. I love garlic in general. Roasted garlic adds a little bit different of a flavor than regular powdered garlic or crushed minced garlic, like fresh garlic. So I do like to add this into some of my meals. I'll crush it into my marinara sauce. I'll crush it into a saute. Garlic has calories, but it's minimal, and I do make sure I account for them as well. Then we have barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's is the king. Right now, I only have G. Hughes, unfortunately. I do like G. Hughes, but Sweet Baby Ray's has had my heart since I was a child, and once I found out they had sugar-free barbecue sauce, it was game over. I always use it, but I'm out right now because of my sheet pan pizza. I use so much barbecue sauce on that. I need to get some more. However, Barbecue sauce is either 10 or 15 calories per serving, and it's 30-gram serving. So, you know, one serving goes a long way, maybe 2 servings at most, and you added a ton of flavor to whatever dish you want. Dijon, I use this a lot more sparingly, but 5 calories for every 5 grams. Very low calorie. I'll probably use that once or twice on something, but another low calorie option along with Sriracha has about the same amount of calories. Add some heat, add some spice, add some flavor. So Sriracha is something that I love. Like, if you couldn't tell already, condiments are my shit. I love condiments, and I try to have as many as I can to have the most variety. Similar to buffalo sauce, hot sauce is a great additive. It has a bunch of sodium, which I don't care about. No calories, can be added to anything, adds flavor. We have fat-free Italian dressing, which I normally only use this for like a salad dressing, which I will be incorporating salads, like I said, especially later on in the diet when I need to really fill up and I'm really feeling hungry. So fat-free Italian dressing, 15 calories for 2 tablespoons, very good on the macros and also very good for the calorie amount per serving. Speaking of mustard, same thing. It's kind of like Dijon. Has very little calories, says 0. There's a couple calories per like 8 grams, but not something you should really worry about unless you dump half a tub on there. But mustard, another great thing to add. Ketchup as well. I usually get the 10 calorie, but right now the 10 calorie is like $4 more per bottle than the 15 calorie. So right now I only have the 15 calorie, but there's no reason to ever have the 20 calorie. It's just added sugar. And in my opinion, the 10 calorie ketchup per serving tastes just as good as the 20 calorie one. And then we have my recipes, which I have on my channel. It's a Taco Bell spicy ranch and a Chipotle aioli. Both of these are about 140 or 150 calories per serving if you get them at Taco Bell or at the store. And these ones are right around 20 calories per serving, which is like 30 grams. So it's less than a calorie per gram. Absolute game changers. I use these all the time and they really have upped my condiment game. There is no low calorie Chipotle aioli in the store whatsoever. So this is like a one of a kind. And then there is a fat-free ranch that's Hidden Valley, but this one tastes so much better. The Hidden Valley ranch tastes almost like, I don't know. It's weird. I'll use it if that's all I have, but ever since I've had the homemade one, you put all the ingredients into a food processor and you mix it and you're done. It takes like 5-10 minutes max. Well worth the time. Highly recommend you check out those videos after this if you want different condiments to add to your arsenal. Lastly, we could talk about 0-calorie drinks. I love them. I have nothing against them. For the longest time, I didn't even drink diet soda, but I started getting into them and I really enjoy them over the last few years. Unlike some people's beliefs, aspartame is not going to cause cancer. It's not going to kill you, especially in the amounts that most people drink. 1 or 2 cans, 3 cans, 4 cans even per day. Not gonna be bad for you. I've been loving this Dr. Pepper Very Berry Zero Sugar. It is limited time, so I got 6 12 packs and I've been going through them day by day. It's absolutely delicious. Highly recommend if you haven't tried them. But then we got, Zero Sugar Coke. I have Zero Sugar Crush, Zero Sugar Lemonade. I have Zero Sugar Ginger Ale. I have a good variety in my fridge to have whatever type of flavor I want to go for. It's great to crush any flavor fatigue that you have or to have a little bit of a sweet tooth quenched by the actual soda itself, as well as from the carbonation. I always feel full, at least for a little while. Worst comes to worst, I can chug a soda and it fills me up. And when you only have 1,000 calories a day to eat, this might come in handy later down the line in the diet. Main 3 spices, I put on almost everything. Salt, pepper, garlic. It's almost like a non-negotiable. Salt adds so much flavor on its own. If you've ever been super thirsty and put some like iodized salt on your hand and licked it, it almost tastes like you're eating food because it just like tastes so good. Adding salt to anything, I always do it as long as there's not a bunch of salt already in it. Pepper, self-explanatory. Everyone puts salt and pepper on like ground beef, everything. It's for a reason, adds a ton of flavor. And then garlic powder. If I don't put like fresh minced garlic or I don't use roasted garlic, then I will use garlic powder. But these 3 are almost on everything that I eat. And then we have our supplements. Now, you don't need supplements to lose weight, especially with the calories that I'm eating. But I am with Gorilla Mind. I do get my supplements for free from them. And even if I didn't get them for free, if I had them or wanted to make use of the most fat loss possible in these 2 weeks, I'm gonna utilize them. So my favorite out of the bunch here, I don't have it here, of course, because this is my second time recording this. The first time, the audio didn't record. So if you're getting value from this video, please like this video because this is like taking way longer. I even put everything away. I had to take it back out. But there is Gorilla Dream, which helps you sleep. And sleep is vital. You're gonna sleep for 8 hours, and that's a third of the day. The longer you sleep, the less chance you have to overeat, the better you feel, the more energy you have in the gym. You get hungrier when you have a lack of sleep. It's easily can make you go over your calories. You could binge. Sleep is vital in so many portions of not only not eating as much, but feeling better, like everything. So Gorilla Dream I take when I'm not really tired or I just want something to make sure that I stay sound asleep. I don't feel groggy the next day. I love it. 1A, 1B, I would say the fat burner is the most important on this cut because this crushes my appetite. Anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours, I take this and I don't even want to think about food. I don't want to eat my breakfast because I'm already not hungry in the morning as it is. And then when you add this, it just crushes my appetite. And for me, appetite's a huge thing. And it also makes me super like jittery. I want to do stuff. I want to go clean my house. I want to go, wash inside of my car. Like it makes me want to get up and do stuff. So it's going to make you burn extra calories, which at the end of the day, that's how a fat burner works. It either decreases your appetite and increases your energy output or both. And this one is very good at both. I highly believe in this fat burner. I've tried it for multiple months. People can say whatever they want about fat burners. Don't knock it until you try it. And then there's a PM fat burner that I also use. It just takes out all the stimulants so I can get a good night's rest and still have those added benefits of appetite suppression. Then we have carnitine. It is used to help mobilize fatty acids. I found it the best using when I'm bulking, but it's also shown in the literature to be good with fat loss. 6 pills right before I work out, take them, done and over with. Love it. Fish oil. Now, if you eat fatty fish, you can get your fish oil from there. But if I eat stuff like salmon, which is great for a diet, great for health, great to get your omega-3s in, but I just don't have the calories. So I'll supplement with an omega-3. This is PE Science's omega-3. I get these for free as well, but you can use any omega-3 that you want. Then to cover all my bases, because it's impossible to cover all your bases, even macro-wise on a diet, let alone micro-wise on 1,000 calories. I'm using an Optimen Optimum Nutrition multivitamin. These have come in clutch always, and I've been using them for a long, long time to make sure that I hit all my bases that I didn't cover from my diet. Lastly, we have the wild card Octisterone. People either love this or they hate this. Same thing with the Turkesterone. But if I can use every single advantage possible to either try and gain muscle, which is probably impossible, but not lose muscle, I'm going to do it. Octisterone, been shown in the research to help with protein synthesis. Again, highly debated, but I'm going to use it if I have it. I almost forgot my greens. Again, hitting your micros is gonna be hard, but with this, I can put this in a cup, shake it up, drink it, and cover up any holes that I have in my micronutrient base of 1,000 calories that I need to fill in. Between this and the multivitamin, I make sure that pretty much everything in my diet is covered. If you wanna see another one of these grocery hauls, I will be more than happy to do it. Like I said, I'll have to go back to the store in just a few days. Let me know in the comments section below. And if you wanna see what I'm actually eating every meal on this diet, check out this video here. If it's not there yet though, because it will be in a couple days, you can check out another lower calorie full day of eating that I've already done here. And until next time, deuces.